We'll go ahead and do another gas station session real quick. I had a subscriber ask, do you think any trolls or gangstalkers, people who've been messing with you in your real life or even on the internet, just in general, do you think they receive any karma? Or is it just a lesson for us to learn? And my response to that video, now here's the thing, I got a little suspicion that I'm kind of being tricked into making, this topic the main focus of my channel, and it wasn't necessarily, it's something that, obviously you can't hide from the truth. You can't hide from what's truly going on. But there's a handful of us who got many skills and goals and talents and stuff, and we have so much that we're capable of doing that we ain't even got the time to care. And to be honest with you, that's kind of my response to that question. I'm never even in a space to care about who even some of these individuals, because it's like I'm one of those guys where I know how to put things to the back burner and stuff like that. So even when it comes down to, is that even important to care enough? Shit, do I even remember their name, despite having a photographic memory to break down the scenarios that actually happened with these individuals? Could I actually go back to that? Yeah, easily. But do I remember who these people are? I don't even care, don't even know. Is karma, do I believe in karma? Or is it such a thing? It's a word. I believe that it's a scenario. Now, I may not have the correct definition. I might be wrong. I thought karma was one of those situations where it could only be possible if you do something to someone else. Now, in my way of understanding it, I've seen both sides. Now, it can be easy for someone to understand this term because, especially when it comes down to things you do upon yourself. So if you're someone where it's like you're your worst enemy, or you break moral codes that you set for yourself, you can actually see karma play out for yourself. Now, another way to look at karma is, there's been situations where very rarely, but very extreme, where I saw people close, or people who you were forced to be with, whether it be relationships, whether it be work, whether it be just little things where you saw people try to do something and you saw the karma play out. Whether it didn't work, whether it is you actually saw them try to do it and it didn't work, either way, or whether it be you had a front row seat to see something actually happen to them, even if it meant a couple of days later. And this is true, yeah. And this is what you actually call that term. So when it comes down to things like this, when you're someone, you might have a bunch of things you like to do. You might have a bunch of gifts. You might have a bunch of different, things. Listen, when it comes down to a term like this, you might be going through this because there's something you can do that you don't even know that you're capable of doing, but you hold it in you, and people might know that, and there might be sides to you that people see that you don't even see. You get what I'm saying? So when it comes down to, that word gangstalker, and all of that, listen, you're gonna be, if you're someone who's truly going through this, this is the way I'm looking at it. You don't even have time to actually care about another person's karma. I don't even care. And not only that, I don't want anything bad to happen to anyone, bro. Even if people try to do things, I'm for real. I just don't. There's so many things you're aware of, and so many things you need to take care of, and so many different routes that you can go, and different things you can try and just become a better person to even care, Now when it comes down to, when it just depends. It depends on what they're doing. Like I said before, man, there's some people who are gangstalkers or whatever, and they're not even aware of what they're doing. You get what I'm saying? Now, in terms of karma, shit, that also comes down to really just the way you look at it. You know, what is the definition of good karma? What is the definition of bad karma? For the most part, shit, man, most people I've come across and, you know, come and go and stuff, they're doing fine. I mean, they're alive, they got a roof over their head. They still, you know, they still got their job, or, you know, they still got their little relationships there and or whatever. But let me end the video like this. If you really want to hear what it is that you thought you were going to hear or something like that, their karma, those who you believe, those who you came across, you know, and you're looking at them that way, as if, you know, they're trolls, or they, you know, they try to play you or something, their karma is probably them actually just being that person, bro. That would suck. That would not be fun. To be a person who doesn't really have anything. You're kind of just like everyone else. And you actually team up with other people and come up with like blueprint stuff to take out, like, dude, that's what's up. That's all I could say, you know. And I'm not even like getting mad. That's not even something, you know, if that's just, to me, that's the way I look at it. Like, or if you're someone who's you're going out of your way to do something for the sake of someone else's life, like you're actually living for someone else's life along with other people, in a mood where you're like, you like can't even express anything that you have. That's kind of like, that's almost kind of like their karma, is they just have to kind of sit back and, see what I'm saying? But yeah, that was I'm gonna call this vid the reason Gangstalkers karma shouldn't matter to you. You know? Now, I believe that it's gonna be a situation where it depends on your environment, yo. Like, if you are in a situation where you've been in the same location for months, years, there's going to be two routes. It's either you're going to be the one who changes, and they're going to be forced to change with whatever it is that you're doing, because this is if it's really true and you're going through this and you still got people like watching you for some reason. I'm going to be real. Like, you hear people on the internet, man, saying things like, oh, gang stalker, oh, I got haters. I'm going to keep it real with you guys. I hope for the most part that a lot of you are just strangers who will end up, you know, seeing where my story, how it led me to where I'm going to be in the future and stuff like that, and you can see where I'm coming from. But like I said before, it ain't about being lukewarm and stuff like that either, man. And, you know, there's going to be people who come across things and they're not going to agree with it and everything, you know? So, yeah, the reason you shouldn't really care about the karma, man, is going to play out with two roles. Either you're the one who's going to end up changing these people, you know, and it's up to them to be happy or sad on whether they have to go along with whatever you're doing, especially if they're still for some reason watching you, attaching themselves to you, or if you're going through this, it ain't going to be fun. Let me go ahead and end the vid here, bro. It ain't no fun stuff. Like I told you guys, I have a suspicion I'm being tricked into speaking about this. There's so many other things that I will be doing and topics I will be speaking on that won't be about this, but I'm going to stay on track with this because things have been done. And if things have been done to you, speak out. And it's all about motivating and stuff like that, yo. Okay? Because what would have happened if plans that were cast upon actually worked? Yeah, it would have been cute. It would have been funny then, huh? That's what I'm saying. So anyway, let me end it there. The reason Gangstalkers karma shouldn't matter to you is do what you got to do, yo, alright? Because remember, I've already told you, everybody's got their own mind. So the minute that you decide to blow up or care about one person, bro, come on, the other person the other day, come on, man. If we're in a situation where you were really in this situation, it's up to you, you know? But anyway, there's much more we can add to this, yo, but I'm going to go ahead and end it there. I might upload this now, so I hope you all have a good night, and I'm going to have more here in a bit.